Hi, I'm Ken Beller, the president of NearBridge. So, how can understanding generations help you? Well, I'd like to answer that question by telling you about my sister Diane. Diane manages a diabetes center at a large hospital. She loves her job and was even named Nurse of the Year for her state. I'm very proud of her for that. Now, although Diane is happy with her work and family life, most of her days are filled with stressful conflicts that eat away at her happiness. During an average day at work, Diane interacts with all sorts of people, like patients and their relatives, doctors, nurses, and hospital administrators. With so many different people and perspectives in the mix, there's a lot of potential for miscommunication, friction, and conflict to occur. And needless to say, that leaves her pretty frazzled by the end of the day. Then, after a long day at work, she comes home hoping to relax, but finds more stress there. When different members of her family, like her son or daughter, her husband, and even our parents who live nearby, don't see eye to eye either. You know, sometimes it seems that no matter where she turns, she's having to deal with some sort of conflict. Unfortunately, Diane's not alone. Like her, most of us encounter stressful and frustrating conflicts every day. But what many of us don't realize is that there's a hidden factor underlying a lot of these conflicts that, when recognized, can really help reduce them. And that hidden factor is generational differences. So let's look at Diane's situation again from a generational perspective. From patients, doctors, and hospital administrators to her son, her daughter, and our parents, in just one day, Diane's interacting with 6 different generations. They start with an elderly patient who grew up in the 1920s and go all the way to her son who grew up in the 2000s. And because each of these generations grew up in such very different times, they all have very different perspectives. Basically, they all come from completely different worlds, and that lends itself to a lot of potential conflict. It's this kind of conflict that we at NearBridge help to reduce. Our unique research in generations not only describes how people of different generations behave, but reveals the root causes behind why they behave the way they do. And it's this understanding that can help reduce conflicts and improve relationships in both our personal and professional lives. So, to learn more about how we can help you better understand the people in your life, please click the button below that best fits your situation, either at work or at home. Or click them both to learn more about each. Thanks so much for your interest. We look forward to helping you reduce the conflict in your life.